have Red Bull, mint, pineapple, and we have enlightenment. Okay, we are on air. Welcome. Cheers, darling. I'm so thrilled to meet you.
Thanks.
All the way back. There you go. Keep back in there. Aw, Veronique.
Like I'm in love. I'm like,
Thank you. You gotta please the artists around here. Not with an accordion.
I don't want to do it.
Welcome so much. Thank you so much for coming. How are you guys today?
Fantastic.
Oh, good. Lovely. Yourself. Like, where were you born and raised, and what got you into or inspired or moved to be a part of music?
I was born to a New York runaway in Elbert, Colorado, who trained with one of the best vocal coaches in the world, and therefore decided that that's what I was going to do since I could basically walk. So I started gigging when I was about 9, started coaching other people when I was about 15, came out here when I was about 16 to do a music industry degree at the University of Southern California, and I've been doing music for television, writing on commission, and fronting way too many bands ever since.
What?
My mom was the music coach, and she raised me on a strict diet of like pop, Broadway, and jazz. But this in the middle of Colorado, so like in the background there was always George Strait or Shania Twain or somebody in the background who grew up with lots of Patsy Cline through my grandma and stuff like that. So what do you get out of that? You get country jazz pop?
Wait, I actually would do two thumbs in it.
Oh, jeez. Country jazz pop?
Wait, I actually would do two thumbs in it.
Oh, jeez.
Where are your thumbs up? Country pop and jazz singing, growing up, teaching fun, yay! What a lovely childhood. And where did you grow up already again?
Lovely. Elbert, Colorado. Yeah.
Wow.
Elbert.
Would you share with us?
Yeah, of course. So I hail from the town of Lafayette, Colorado,
Oh,
the hippie mecca,
what?
just at the foothills. Yeah, it's been a fascinating sociological kind of experience actually, because in the very beginning it was all like we didn't even have a main thoroughfare running through it, so it was
Trains?
Yeah, straight. The town has since gentrified and exploded, so it's gone to like this really kind of kitschy boutique. You know, kind of has Venice vibes
Actually, yeah.
Oh, great.
Incredible case study in gentrification.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what inspired you to get yourself moved into music, Mr. Casey?
Oh man, that's just it's such a deep spiritual question for me. In high school, I fell into a really bad crowd of people, actually, and yeah.
Well, it's good that you recognize that they were a bad crowd of people.
They're a bad crowd, you know. Gangs.
At that time, bless them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gangs and drugs, and I was just not following a good path, and I actually fell into jazz band, and I can really credit.
At school, jazz band at school in Colorado.
Yeah,
Like that, Saved by Jazz Band.
Literally, yeah.
And what
Jazz
high
band
school did
saved
you
my
go
life,
to?
Centaurus. So yeah, I was falling into some bad things, and got into jazz band, and jazz band really.
Centaurus, Colorado.
That's right.
Whoop, whoop, jazz band.
Saved my life, literally. Yeah, it kind of changed my trajectory, and I just really discovered that, I mean, music just innately speaks to me. You know, it's I oftentimes tell people that it's my first language. Yeah, with English following closely. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I
I think actually, as a human, music might actually be our first language.
Oh, yeah.
Our common.
I agree 100%.
I know my daughter sang to me before she ever spoke a word.
We feel the rhythm.
Like out loudly,
yeah,
or
like
inside?
I have started to realize very quickly she was singing her needs.
Like
there would be certain ways of intoning things, and they would correlate to needs. And she was singing to me.
Oh,
since
like
forever.
if she wanted milk?
From about this big.
Oh, see how beautiful is music. That's lovely.
We feel the rhythm of our heartbeat before we ever even enunciate words.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? It's not like I fell into music. It's almost like I rediscovered music.
We came home.
Because it was, something I kind of innately always knew. I remember because I played bass in jazz band and
stand-up bass or electric bass?
Electric. Yeah. And I remember just that moment where, you know, I was hanging out with these kids and we were all creating music together, you know, creating harmony, creating rhythm, and it felt right, whereas the chaos that I was involved in outside of that was just that. It was chaos. You know, it didn't feel right because I was experiencing a lot of trauma and violence. I was standing on the risers, I had my bass in hand,
electric bass.
and I just had this moment where the chaos of my life at that time was translated into this moment where all of these wonderful life experiences and people and voices and everything just came together and created harmony. And I really felt this deep innate sense, you know, of like this is where I want to be. Another thing too is at the time I didn't know music theory. I didn't know anything. And so all of these people able to communicate together in a language that produced such beauty. I was like, I want to know that.
Jazz, pop, rock and roll, opera, and
everything.
How to
sing everything.
So
it would take about an hour. It's what I do for a day job. And if you can remember my name, I look forward to working with you to show you that anybody can sing. It's like this great big mysticism of growing up with one of the most elite vocal techniques in the world, and I've been able to rebel from that standpoint and go try all the other techniques. If you can sing until you're like 90 and 100 until the day you die, it's a compatible technique with what I was taught.
oh my God, I can't wait. Okay, I'm really excited. Would you share with us a favorite childhood memory?
There happened to be somebody there who owned an actual freak show, like legitimate freak show, and then he heard me at all of 9 years old being like, oh, okay, the voice doesn't match the sides, right? Like, that's a freak. And that was my first gig, was opening a Halloween freak show, and they gave me this like great big wig, and I like sang Magic to Do from Pippin. So that was my first understanding.
A little bit. Can you give us a little demonstration of the song? Hi guys. We want to go on, walk on through.
But I'm happy to
that all
share
right?
screen time with that bass anytime.
Yeah, we already got a. Well, what? Cool. I got somebody who would love to be the singer at any time. Yeah, Ralph. We'll introduce you. Yeah, let's get back to
The musical.
But
Like, how weird is
Pippin.
that?
So can you please share with us a little demonstration of Pippin? Because I really even don't know what the story of Pippin is.
I've never seen it.
Oh, what?
Like
You never saw
I don't even know how this song got chosen. Like my mom, the esoteric Broadway person, was, oh, they want this like little demonstration of a child with a freakishly big voice. She picked this song. I've never seen
And
it.
she gave you a big bouffant.
Big boof, like they picked the bouffant. They put me in a Christmas
love
dress
the
that went out to
bouffant.
like here. It was the weirdest. And I
love
opened
Christmas and I
this
love
legitimate
the
freak
Pippin.
show. Like no,
Weird.
later there would be like throwing flames, like the whole thing.
Oh
It was
my
so
gosh,
weird.
Milo! Holy moly! Okay, you guys have got to meet this Veronique Van Pelt. First of all, we gotta get here, but he's a contortionist.
Yes, man. We work with a lot of surfaces.
Okay, so yeah, that's Milo. Wait. Hi, Milo. And then behind Milo is Ralphie, who's a bass player and I believe loves to play with singers. And Miss Veronique is a singer over here. So.
Seriously, because there's a hole in my heart that's the shape of an upright bass. Just to let you know.
So that's up down there, Ralph. There you are. So we're having a little magic moment over here. That was really sweet. Okay, now back to the finalizing this question. The Pippin. Yes, okay, we hear.
It sounds so
Okay.
weird now that you mention it.
Does it? I don't know what. So no, it's not. It's beautiful. How old were you? 9. Where are we? Okay, yes. Tell me about your costume, and will you sing a little bit about the Pippin if you can remember it?
They basically dressed me up to look a little bit like I fit in with the show, so that there were, the people who hammered the nails into their head, and I didn't actually see this. I was just told like, oh, this is why I'm going to bed early. Big rosy cheeks, wig out to here, big long wig, and a big Christmas dress that just went out to like.
Magic to do just for you. We got musical parts to play.
And I can't really remember the rest of the song.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Veronique. That's lovely. Okay, Casey. I mean, oh, how sweet. That was so beautiful. Oh, wait, they're starting here. That's Chester Copperfield. That was who was supposed to be here first, but these guys came in. It's not the name of your band. Veronique.
We have a couple. Right now, I think we're just Veronique Van Pelt. Sometimes with Bette Southern Band. That's the music. That's the country alter ego. Is Bette Southern. We'll be doing probably a bit of both.
Oh, cool. Awesome. So that's Chester Copperfield we're hearing. This is Veronique Van Pelt. This is McCarthy and
Would you care to eat a pale or tear a temper down? Dressing up in feathers like we don't know our best. And we take care of each other like it's what we're supposed to do.